All right, I'm gonna be making some carrot juice, and so I'm just boiling some carrot with some ginger and some little pieces of turmeric. So I'm gonna take the carrots out and blend it separately because I don't want so much ginger because I'm actually gonna use the carrot that's left over after I blend it and strain it to make a soup. So I'm gonna blend it separately. All right, so I got all my carrot and turmeric out, ginger's in there. I'm just gonna turn it on low because I'm gonna use that water to make my soup. So I'm gonna get some filtered water, put this on low. All right, and I'm gonna get some filtered water for this. So now we're just gonna blend up our carrot and turmeric. All right, so I'm going to pour this into our bowl with my cheesecloth. All right, now I'm going to get some more filtered water to just rinse this out, and I'm going to pour it in there. I'm going to shake this all around. I'm going to pour it in here. Right, so now I'm going to take my ginger out and put some filtered water in and blend that up. All right, so the ginger is now blended, and I'm going to strain it over here into this bowl separately because I want to use the leftover carrot to put into the soup that I'm going to make, okay? So I have some pumpkin that I had left over from a previous soup I made, so I froze that. I'm going to go ahead and now add this pumpkin into this water and let this boil. I'm also going to clean and cut up the chocho and add it here for my soup. All right, so I got some chocho in there, and I'm going to cut up an onion and then some garlic and throw it in here and let it boil. Here's onions. Okay, garlic is in, so I'm going to turn this up a little bit and let this boil. Okay, and then I can get back to my juice, but now we have our base for our soup. I'm going to let this boil because then I'm going to blend it and then pour it back into the pot later. All right, so now we're going to strain the ginger. All right, so I got my ginger strain. I'm actually going to use this piece to mix with some honey and some lime for later, and I use that just for something separate, so try not to waste anything. So I did not blend, okay, the ginger in here because I'm taking the rest of the puree, so the carrot will look similar to that. That's going to go into my soup. So if I would have put all of this in there, it might have just had too much of a ginger flavor in my soup, so I wasn't making ginger soup, okay? So that's why I did it separately this time, but now I'm going to pour this after I strain the carrot. All right, so now I'm going to strain this. Okay, so I had to go back to a different way because as I was squeezing my bag, the thickness was just going right into the water. So I'm taking the long way to thin out my juice. See, this is what I need to go in my soup, not in my juice. Making progress. Slow and steady wins the race. And you can see it draining slowly but surely. All right, so now I'm gonna strain my ginger, okay? All right, that went much faster, okay? So our juice is now strained, okay? So now we're gonna get lemon and sugar. See, a little ginger left, and I'm gonna add that to this. All right, juice in. We'll put some lemon and sugar, but I'm gonna come back to that, and I'm gonna go ahead and get the soup together. Close call. So this is all boiled down. Now I'm gonna take all of that and put it in here with the carrot and turmeric. I'm gonna blend it up and then add it back into the pot for our soup. All right, so let's blend this together for our soup. Pour this in. Just get a little water to rinse this out. I'm gonna add some green seasoning, some thyme, and then I'm gonna throw some pimentos in there and then just let this cook, and then we're gonna get back to our juice. All right, so we'll go ahead and let this cook down, okay? And then we'll add in some seasonings. And I'm filling up for it. Probably will put some potatoes in there, some okra, and I might make some dumplings. All right, so we're gonna take 2 lemons and a lime, juice them into our juice, and then we're gonna add sugar, and then we'll be all done. All right, so we got the lemon and lime in, and we're gonna add sugar, sweetened to your own liking. Voila, juice is done. All right, so I had took the ginger from that I strained when I was making the juice, and so I'm gonna put lemon in here and some honey and a little bit of date syrup, and this is just something like to snack on whenever I feel like it. And now I'm just gonna mix this all together. All right, it's sweet, it's tangy, almost like a applesauce, just with ginger, lime, and honey, and a little bit of date syrup. So I'm gonna freeze this, and when I'm in the mood for a frozen treat, this is what I'm gonna eat. I'll just scrape it and eat it. So we're gonna add some potatoes, and some okra, and I think I'm gonna make some dumpling too. So I got a flour and a pinch of salt, and I'm gonna add some cold water and mix up my dumplings. All right, I'm gonna let this sit, cover this with a damp paper cloth, and I'm gonna go ahead and get my okra together while that sits. All right, we're gonna go ahead and season our soup. I'm gonna use some of this and some other seasonings and put our pepper in. And give it a good mix. I'll add the okra in after I do the dumpling. I'm letting this boil. I'll throw in the dumpling now. I'm gonna add in some coconut milk. Get our dumpling in there. I'll let this cook down, and then we'll add in the okra. No, a big dumpling. That's all right. Big dumpling ain't never hurt nothing. I'm gonna also throw just a little bit of cabbage in here. Just a little. It don't hurt. I'm gonna just cut up some baby carrots just for some color. And I'm not a scallion, so you can do what it do. Made me a little small serving here. Got a little piece of dumpling, got some potato, some carrots, and just a piece of okra, and some cabbage.